Adani,
Gautam Adani,
Adani Group,
Adani Enterprises.
how one tiny mistake can make the building fall. Something similar happened when Hindenburg wrote a report on Adani Enterprises fundamentals, as well as alleged stock market manipulation. Lot of back and forth already happened between Hindenburg and Adani over the past week. On Monday, 4 of Adani stocks hit the lower circuit. Other stocks are not faring well either. Adani Gas lost steam as it fell 40%, but there is more. Adani Group called this a calculated attack on India, as all has been proved in court. Hindenburg stands by its report, saying fraud can be done even by the richest. We have compiled info on both sides for you. This video will be around 10 minutes long to be able to understand completely. If you can't sit around for 10 minutes, go watch some comedy. This video is not for you. Whoever is right, I can't get my head around Adani's claim of Hindenburg's calculated attack on India. Thousands of companies flourish in our country, and questions on Adani were raised even before, like on the morning context. Fitch Group also said Adani companies were over-leveraged. Adani should not hide behind nation and sue Hindenburg instead or buy out. But nationalism cannot become a cover for a politician or a businessman. This small-time company caused a loss of $70 billion. Banks that banked on Adani, and especially LIC stock, also took the hit. $72 billion vanished. How quickly? While Adani slipped in the richest list from 3rd to 8th. Short seller research company Hindenburg is behind all this. The target was specifically Adani Group. Check their headline. How the world's 3rd richest man is pulling the largest con in corporate history. How much of that is true? But first, what is short selling? Usually you make a profit on a stock when its price goes up. In short selling, you predict the downfall of a stock and make profit when its price slips. This is what Hindenburg research company does. They analyze something fishy in a company and make it public, taking a position against the company to earn profits. But short selling is a legal activity, and in fact companies like Hindenburg keep a track of the stock market. Otherwise, this is the job of market regulator. In 2017, Nathan Anderson founded Hindenburg Research to find fishy companies, release a report after thorough research, and Hindenburg effect on the stock market. One thing to clarify is that Hindenburg does this for their own profit, like with a company called Nikola. Hindenburg claimed wrongful activities on part of company founder, including fraud and manipulation. After this research, the share price of Nikola fell from $60 range to $2.5. By short selling, Hindenburg Research made quite a lot of money, and this is what they do. However, in the US, they are not termed anti-national or anything. In fact, they are held in high regard. Hindenburg Research pointed out issues with Adani Group of companies. The list of allegations is long, but let us go through some headlines to make up our mind. Hindenburg Research found a meteoric $100 billion rise in stock price in 3 years. That amounts to average hike of 820%. Sensex as an index grew 50%. What exceptional did Adani companies do in the pandemic that skyrocketed their growth? 8 of 22 key members in the Adani Group are family members. The problem is not nepotism. Hindenburg Research has said the families controlling the stock from different entities. Money laundering investigations are ongoing, and the allegation is establishing shell companies in Mauritius, Cayman Islands. Younger brother Rajesh Adani was involved and arrested in a diamond trading fraud by Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. He is now the MD of Adani Group. Hindenburg identified 38 shell entities with no business setup or operations in Mauritius, investing billions of dollars and controlled by elder brother Vinod Adani. Hindenburg says this is a violation, while Adani Group says those are independent companies. Then where did investment money come from? Hindenburg asked. A 2007 SEBI ruling stated that charges against Adani in manipulating script of Adani's stand proved this matter was solved in court, replied Adani Group. Independent auditor called Shah Dandaria is a tiny firm that does not even have their own website. An auditor checks for accounting frauds, but the auditor itself is questionable as there are no details. Adani replied that the auditors may be young, but they are more than qualified. Adani Group of companies is heavily leveraged, and they pledged their company shares. First, company built on loan and value risen on loan. Then again a loan on the shares. This is a debt-fueled growth in which liabilities are more than assets. Present loan is 2 lakh crore, out of which 80,000 crore from Indian banks. Fall of Adani Group can also dent banking stocks. Adani said that their profitable business are ensuring debt burden is reduced. Main allegation is of stock price manipulation. Stock price is automatically dependent on demand and supply. When demand is more, price is more, and vice versa. What if the supply is physically controlled? Free float in the market is very less, as over 73% is with the promoters, that is Adani. Maximum permissible is 75%, remaining 27%. But what if you take away another 15%? Hindenburg says this is being controlled indirectly by the family. Big investors like LIC are invested in much of the remaining 10%. For regular traders, 3 to 5% is available. It is possible to manipulate price when supply is controlled. For comparison, Yes Bank has 4 crore shares in open market, whereas Adani has only 4 lakh. This is why there may not be a total collapse, as shares are limited. Who will sell? Big investor like LIC or promoters. This can work as a damage control. Adani Group has said the report is bogus and they are planning legal action on Hindenburg, a short selling company. If we discard the Hindenburg report, we throw their claims into dustbin. Still, Adani has to answer key questions. What is the relationship between LIC and Adani? LIC is practically run by government and 98% of investment into Adani from insurance sector is from LIC. LIC has manifolded their investment in Adani Group from 7,300 crore to 72,000 crore. This is public money. Whereas the mutual fund industry largely stays away from Adani Group. Then why is LIC firm? What is the source of their confidence, or is there more to it? Coming on to conspiracy. If it is so, then why has Hindenburg not gone after Tata, Birla, Infosys or Wipro? These companies also created wealth for so many, are so old, yet no question by Hindenburg. Why is everyone after Adani? How come a single report from a small-time research company shatters such a large group as Adani? How can it be a conspiracy against the country? Is India so weak or something is fishy with Adani? Let us know in the comments. Has nothing changed since 1992? Is stock manipulation still easy? What was SEBI or RBI doing all this time? How can there be loan against the stock that may be overvalued to begin with? How will banks recover money if it defaults? And what of the common retail investors? Adani Enterprises is listed on BSE and NSE. In good books of government, handle huge projects. Promoter was third richest a while back. Is that not enough to trust the company? If they have managed to deceive everyone, then how can retail investors ever trust another company? SEBI will look into the Hindenburg report, have right to ask questions, LIC to talk to Adani, and that's good because at the end of it, the common man has to pay. Our life insurance can be at risk if LIC suffers. Adani wrote reply saying Hindenburg cannot understand Indian market. Building subsidiaries is common practice. Market is struggling and Hindenburg says that Adani's over 400 pages reply lack facts. Adani Group has not clarified relationship with a Chinese national Chang Chung Ling and also relationship with brother Vinod Adani. No doubt this is the biggest test for Adani Group in a long while, and it remains to be seen what happens to Adani stocks. We can hope the group to accept any mistake and be more transparent. Our country needs 100 Adanis, legal, transparent and non-manipulative. If as a result of Hindenburg report transparency is increased, then that's welcome. Otherwise, legal action against Hindenburg should be taken. If you found value in the information provided, you can consider subscribing to the channel. Also, you can follow us on Instagram for latest updates. Thank you.